exactly how much is never disclosed.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that were I thinking that I was writing a check to Marco Rubio and Scott Walker gets some of that, I'd be really annoyed. Is there disclosure of any kind other than this piece in Politico?
There is no disclosure of any kind of these secret revenue sharing agreements. Traditionally, campaigns have rented out email address lists for a flat rate.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Walker does that too. It's about $10,500 to send one single email to all his former supporters, 675,000 of them. But if you're a campaign, that's a risk, right? If you send an email out and nobody gives, you lose the money. If you come up with a revenue sharing agreement, it costs you nothing as the campaign, but you are missing out. You could forfeit on half the money or more that actually people end up giving, thinking they're giving to you, and they're actually giving to Scott Walker.
The campaigns also, you say in this piece, sort of use these arrangements as loss leaders, I guess you'd say, right? I mean, they do the revenue share, they get the email address, and even if they're losing out on some of the money, they get conceivably contact information for those people who do give.
This is one of the lessons of the Obama machine in the Obama era, which is that small donors not only give, they give over and over again. There's a reason you get these emails, because people keep opening them and keep typing in their credit card information and keep donating. And so a campaign says, look, yes, we're going to not get all the money from this first email, and in some of the most dramatic instances, they're going to get none of the money. But it is so valuable to have somebody's email address that the math works out. The person who used to be the chief data officer for Scott Walker's campaign told me the average donor will give $70. So if you miss out on half the first 10, you still got $60 more, then you're going to keep all that money.
We've been talking mostly, and you talk mostly in your piece about Republicans. Is this a bipartisan phenomenon, though?
It's a bipartisan phenomenon, but it is far less developed on the Democratic side. And one of the main reasons is there haven't been quite as fractured of fields.
Yeah.
Right now you've got Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders' campaign apparently doesn't do almost any of these. Clinton has done very little. On the Republican side, you've got 15 candidates. You had a dozen last cycle, and every candidate gets to keep control of all the people who sign up for their lists. So they can all email, share them out, and rev share them out, and rent them out. So Newt Gingrich has a list. Herman Cain has a list.
Gingrich still has a list?
Absolutely. His list is really old. He has some old people from the 90s, and he has people from the 2012 race.
Acknowledging that this is all completely legal, two follow-up questions. One, is there anything to be done about this? Because it does seem a tad questionable, maybe. But also, if I straight up want to contribute to Marco Rubio, should I not do it through one of these emails?
Well, you should take the advice of one of the chief digital strategists for another campaign, Rand Paul. His name is Vincent Harris, and he told me he never ever gives through emails, even though he traffics and sells them for a living. He says he always goes straight to a campaign's website. So it's donor beware. Every time you get one of those emails that says, give money to X, Y, or Z, it may be going to a different letter in the alphabet altogether.
Shane Goldmacher covers the campaigns for Politico. Shane, thanks very much.
Thanks for having me on.